Okay, so get this guys, in 2022, even though the Nintendo Switch has passed 100 million units sold, the Nintendo Wii U, which mind you only has about 14 million units out there, is getting a Wii U exclusive game. Between this, Sony buying Bungie, and Microsoft buying Activision, I'm starting to wonder if we live in some weird messed up timeline. Hey guys, it's Rob here, and welcome back to the Robo Show, where we take the gaming news format that channels like Spawnwood or Arlo do, add a dash of animation and some cool editing on top to bring you your gaming news, leaks, and rumors in a fresh new way. If you're new here and want to be kept up on everything gaming, make sure you subscribe to the channel and leave a like if you enjoy the video and dislike if not. In this video, we are going to talk about a new listing for a very big Nintendo Switch game heading to the platform, when it can be revealed as well, and we also have some great news for Breath of the Wild 2 fans. If you're hoping for a 2022 release date, I have some great news for you, and we also have some Pokemon sales for Pokemon Legends in Japan, which could be a huge hint towards the future of Pokemon. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, it helps the video out a lot, and if you want to help me reach my Twitter goal, my Twitter handle is RoboRob93. So first off, let's talk about the new Nintendo Switch game that could be hitting the Nintendo Switch and what it means for the Nintendo Direct in February if we do get one. So personally, I'm a huge comic book fan. I keep up with all the comic book movies and I love reading comic books, the Sony universe with Venom and the recently delayed Morbius and all of that stuff. I even watched Spider-Man No Way Home probably too many times, and I will be watching and maybe even doing a video on the new Batman movie from Matt Reeves. Now, if you're wondering what this has to do with gaming, well, take a look at this. It seems that Rocksteady could be bringing the Batman Arkham collection to the Nintendo Switch in the near future. Now, considering that a new Batman movie is coming out in March, a movie type that we haven't seen in I think over 10 years, everyone is going to be thinking about Batman. So it would make a lot of sense for Rocksteady to take this chance to release, or at the very least announce, a Batman Arkham collection. Now, this comes from the French retail site WTT, which has a placeholder date for August 31st, 2022 with the price of $59.99. According to Nintendo Life, the very same site had Witcher 3 The Wild Hunt port there as well, and we all know that that game did come to the Nintendo Switch. Now, the Arkham collection has 3 fantastic games with Arkham Knight, Arkham City, and Arkham Asylum, and was really the Breath of the Wild of the combat genre in many ways. It inspired a ton of games that still to this day has a lasting effect. Now, considering that we are in February and we usually do get a February Nintendo Direct, I could see this being revealed at the February Nintendo Direct that I think is going to come. If you're wondering when we could see it, it's probably going to be between the 15th and 20th because that's when we usually do get them. Moving on, we have some great news for those hoping for Breath of the Wild 2 hitting the Nintendo Switch in 2022 and not being delayed till 2023. In Nintendo's latest financial results, it contained information on Nintendo's latest games and what dates those games are on track for. And it seems that The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 is still on track for 2022 for its release date. Now, considering that the devs told us that they were aiming for a release date in 2022, this would mean that the development hasn't had any trouble so far this year. Other Nintendo Switch games on the list also include Splatoon 3, Bayonetta 3, and one interesting one with Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. The reason why this is interesting is because it's currently rumored that the game is going to be delayed. It's having some trouble. Seeing Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope in the financial results for Nintendo means either they're not mentioning that delay or the rumor is wrong, which I do hope it is wrong because I would love to play the game. It was fantastic for the first one, and the sequel should be better. Moving on to our last topic today, we are talking about Pokemon Legends, a game that I am currently playing and loving, by the way, and will be reviewing, so look for that review around the 11th, I would say. This is what iMore, a gaming website, had to say. Pokemon Legends Arceus launched on January 28th to positive critic and user reviews and has been selling incredibly well. According to Famitsu, Pokemon Legends Arceus had the second best-selling launch week numbers in Japan's history after Animal Crossing, with an estimated domestic at around 1.4 million copies sold. The places it sold just barely above Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, which sold 1.396 million copies in its opening week. Now, over in the UK, it's also a huge launch, with it being the 4th biggest launch in Pokemon of all time. It even beat Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Now remember, this is retail numbers only for UK, but typically what happens in retail numbers will happen across the board. Especially considering the status of the world, I'm sure those digital numbers are higher than usual. I also suspect that this game will sell well into the coming months and maybe even years. Now, for now, I'll leave you guys with a question. Do you want the Pokemon Legends Arceus gameplay gameplay to become the standard for future Pokemon games, or would you want the old style back? Perhaps a mixture of the both would be a good idea as well. Personally, I would like to see a mixture of the both. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section below.